Is the sequel trilogy ended in an excellent way, or still be a Star Wars fan's nightmare again? Mm, we'll see about that. Let's go find out on DPR. Hello there, I'm Disney Plus reviewer. Welcome to DPR, and we're going to be concluding the Star Wars Skywalker saga and sequel trilogy with Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, this film here, it felt more like Return of the Jedi problem. When I watched this film, which let me tell you, I still enjoyed this film, but there's one little thing, is that the imagination of that one might be a little off. Plus, there's tiny predictability going on there, but it's actually it's the same. It's just like the same problems like the Return of the Jedi issue, but doesn't mean they're bad. It's a bad film here. It's actually a good film too. So that's why I will discuss about how I think this film is actually not as worse as they seem. Even though, as you see down there, that the Rotten Tomatoes is 51% rotten and Cinema score B plus, which is lower of the pretty much the entire franchise. So all I gotta say is that this is actually a good example that it's always good to keep a legacy going, and it goes to show you that they don't know how to stop. That's why I continue doing these reviews, so I can show you that how much I love, especially love Star Wars here. See, I got my Star Wars here right here, and I just want to say that this is actually a good idea to express my feelings about how I like these films right there. We already did 8 movies. Now we're gonna do this one. Then after that, then I'm gonna see if I can try to do the Rogue One and Solo. Then after those two, that'll be it for now until we get a new review coming up. So let's go. Let's go find out about why they call the Rise of Skywalker. If you haven't seen this movie, there's going to be a little spoiler alert. So I just want to give you a heads up. So I just wanted to let you know that I might give you tiny little spoilers about how this film is, but it goes to show you that it's so fun that it's like, you know what, this is actually not bad at all, to be honest. So let's go find out what it's about. Okay, time to conclude the sequel trilogy in Skywalker Saga. After Kylo Ren defeats Snoke and lead the First Order, he found a wayfinder to find a Sith Lord. So he used that device, and he's been searching until he got to a planet Exegol where the Emperor Palpatine still exists. Bum bum bum. He exists? Correct. He does exist. The Sith Lord told him all the info on how the rise of the First Order to keep the Empire going, and about Snoke, which is actually genetically clone of Emperor Palpatine in a different form. So that way they was like, oh, so it's not Emperor Palpatine. I gotcha. Plus they have an armada of Star Destroyers to be ready and commanded. How this guy got all the tools that he needs in order to take over the universe? Let me tell you, it's not an easy thing for that, that's for sure. So he commanded Kylo to find Rey and kill her. Meanwhile, Rey is being trained from Leia Organa and doing her best to defeat Kylo and the First Order. Poe and Finn deliver intelligence from a spy and found out that Emperor Palpatine is in Exegol and need to find him and end this conflict. So they got to find a way to get a wayfinder in order to get to him and end the conflict once and for all. Can the Resistance end the war? Can Kylo Ren stay as Sith or be with the light of the Jedi? Can Rey be ready for the challenge and be a Jedi Knight? Can Emperor Palpatine ready to rule again? And will the story live forever? Well, all I gotta say is we'll have to find out, which I'm going to discuss about this. So yeah, it's been crazy to see this film. I was like Ooh, I wonder how this is going to end. And let me tell you, it gets me a smile on my face because it does felt this is like watching the Return of the Jedi in a different form. But that not be a bad thing, to be honest, because they felt that they need to conclude something for the Skywalker saga. So this is how they do it. So they did some like creative differences going on, and also have this writing and just some story elements and stuff like that, trying to balance it out so that way they can say, oh, so that's how they balance it out right there. Um, so that's how I can say about the story here. Not only Kyle Ren redeems himself, that he could be probably he could be a lover to Rey, but unfortunately that didn't work out very well, and he sacrificed himself trying to save her. So, which is actually pretty nice. It was very nice of him doing that. Also, Leia pushed the evil out of it, and thanks to that, her after her powers doing that, she died from it. So, also the battle's been going through rough, and Emperor Palpatine's gonna get down there, and she oh, actually, he almost killed Rey because he was getting stronger and stronger and stronger, despite he has a life support device on him. It's like, wow, a life support, huh? No, we're not gonna make fun of that, so we're gonna pass on for that one. So yeah, it's like that's it. That's how they could think. Is that their imagination right there? Why do you think that this is a good imagination? And they think it's like this is weak. This is the weakest conclusion of the whole thing. They could have done better and all that stuff there, but for me, I'm thinking that this film gives me a smile, reminds me of The Return of the Jedi. Because it's good to see all these characters band together in order to stop the First Order from growing as a galactic empire. So, there you go. So, let's go talk about the cast, shall we? Okay, so we have Daisy Ridley as Rey, a former scavenger from Jakku, member of the Resistance, and the patriarch granddaughter of Palpatine in The Last Jedi. Dun dun dun. Oh, I didn't tell you she's the granddaughter of Palpatine. Well, you have to watch the movie to find out about that one there, and also The Last Jedi, of course. Kelly Fleming as Josephine. Terrica Jackson as young Rey. Fleming appears through this use of archival footage from The Force Awakens, which is actually a good idea. And Driver comes back as Kyle Ren. Ben Solo, the Supreme Leader of the First Order, who shares powerful Force connection with Rey. He's the son of Leia Organa and Han Solo, of course. Then John Boyega is Bex Fence, member of the Resistance, and former Stormtrooper, which is named FN 2187, who defect from the First Order, which actually I'm glad he did. Otherwise, he would have been dead too. Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, a high-ranking ex-wing fire pilot and commander of the Resistance, who later inherits the rank of general from Leia. Yeah, so he took over general after Leia died from using the Force to stop, to get the clear of Ben Solo. Mark Hamill came back as Luke Skywalker. He's the Last Jedi Master who became one with the Force in The Last Jedi, and also had the spirit thing going there. Also, there's like a variety of like different voices from previous Jedi, like Mace Windu for Samuel Jackson, Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, and stuff like that. That is really cool that actually they did that, just to give her the power from all of the Force, and had enough to defeat Palpatine. Carrie Fisher is Oyo Organa, the Force-sensitive leading general of the Resistance. She's been Solo's mother, Luke Skywalker's twin sister, and daughter of Skywalker, and Padme Amidala. Fisher, who died in December 2016, appears through the use of repurposed, unreleased footage from The Force Awakens, which is actually a good idea. They were not going to do that because of her passing, but the family decided to, come on, we need to put her in this. So they did, and I'm glad they did. Anthony Daniels as C-3PO, the humanoid protocol droid in the service of Leia. Naomi Eki as Jana, a former stormtrooper of the First Order, living on the planet of Kith Bear, who aids the Resistance. We got Dominic Gleeson as General Hux, the First Order Third in Command, and it turns out pretended to be a spy. Actually, I'm not sure. He might be a spy for the Resistance as well. So yeah, it's been crazy. So, Richard E. Grant is a Legion General Pride, a high-ranking general and second command for the First Order, and later commanding officer of the Sith Armada, the Final Order, who previously served in the Galactic Empire. Then we have Lipitel Naiola as Maz Katana, former space pirate and ally of the Resistance. She came back for that, which is awesome. Then we have Kerry Russell as Zori Bliss, an old acquaintance Polish from Kajimi, which actually that's pretty good because she's almost like a bounty hunter, mercenary kind of thing, but her character is excellent. She's fun. She's a fun character there. Also, we have Jonas Sunmono Chewbacca, Wookiee First Millennium Falcon, and also Peter Mayhew is not in this one because of his problems, which is pretty sad. But he's a Wookiee consultant, so that helps. We have Kelly Marie Tran as Rose Tico, a mechanic in the Resistance, and Fred Finn. Unfortunately, she got a short role because of the backlash, which is pretty stupid on their part. But at least they did what they can to do that. But still, it's just pretty sad they did, which I will plug con for that one there. And also, we got Ian McDermott as Emperor Palpatine, the resurrected Dark Lord of the Sith, Shelley the First Order, creator of Snoke, and Rey's patriarchal grandfather. He serves as the main antagonist of the Skywalker saga, and was previously thought to be conclusively dead after the Battle of Endor, despite in the Return of the Jedi. And also, Billy Dee is Lando Calrissian. Yay! Came back and be the Rebel Alliance, former Millennium Falcon, and old friend Chewbacca, Leia, Luke, and Han. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool that actually had Billy Dee Williams in that one and also flying the Millennium Falcon. I'm so happy. I was a happy boy for that one. Also, as mentioned, Colin Trevorrow was supposed to be the director for this one, but decides to leave because of creative differences. So J.J. Abrams came back as director, and then screenwriting, J.J. Abrams helped it, and so is Chris Terrio, which he's the one who did the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. So, yeah, it is pretty cool that actually they did the best they can to try to grow as much as they can for not only show how the Resistance tried to win, but how the dark side is about to almost win, but they know there's something's going to happen and a backlash on them. So, yeah, I thought the ordeal of the whole thing is actually pretty nice, even though it felt like it could have done just a tiny little more imagination and stuff like that. But still, you gotta admit, this is actually a pretty fun and enjoyable ride. I enjoy every piece of the sequel trilogy because as a Star Wars fan, it's like a new childhood for me. It makes me feel happy to see all these elements as best as they can, even for Disney, which is not easy to do, to rise as Skywalker. There you go. I got it right there. hey, there you go. I gotta get a pun on that one there. Okay, here's some little trivia. This is the third most expensive film ever made. Insane. $417 million, and they made over $1.077 billion. Still, it's a hit, but still, very expensive. Now, of course, Colin Trevorrow left from Great Difference from Captain Kennedy. He received 3 nominations to the 92nd Academy Awards: Best Original Score, Visual Effects, and Sound Editing, which they lost. 3 nominations of the British Academy of Film Awards, also for Best Special Effects, Best Original Music, and Best Sound, and won 5 awards at the 46th and Center Awards, including Best Science Fiction Film, which is the highest award they ever win for Rise of Skywalker. So, yeah, critics were mixed bag because of it felt like there's no imagination in this one. It feels like you're actually rewatching Return of the Jedi kind of thing. Yeah, it is. It does remind me of some element problems for that one, but it won't stop me from watching it because I still enjoy it. Me, it's not the best. It's not the best of Star Wars, but this is as good as Return of the Jedi. I still enjoy for everything they did for not only to grow, but everything they did for us fans and for the producers and the crew members. Yeah, it's a technological achievement that an experience with all these visuals and stuff like that. It feels like, actually, you thought Avatar is expensive. They overspent on. It's like almost double from Avatar. So, yeah. But all I got to say is it's still an enjoyable ride, and I still enjoy everything about it. So, yeah, I had some more pros, which I will discuss about that right now. Okay, so what's about the pros and cons? Okay, great conclusion of the saga and sequel trilogy. J. Abrams did well on directing and screenwriting with the help of Chris Terrio. Cast did an excellent job. And Palpatine is back, baby. Yeah. Star Destroyers for the win. Great visuals, and great action sequences. Cons: sad to see Kelly Marie Tran less screen time, which is pretty sad for that one. She should get better screen time for that. And it doesn't solve the same problem as like a sort of rewatching Return of the Jedi kind of thing. But still, I still enjoy it for what it is. So, for the Rise of Skywalker, for everything they did and continue growing from that, I'm gonna give it an A. No A plus, but an A. It was short from perfection, but it was still an enjoyable ride. And I still highly recommend it for all Star Wars fans because I love the ride. As long as you enjoy the ride, that's ride for there. That's why they made the Rise of the Resistance ride at Disneyland and Disney World. So yeah, it's pretty nice to see those. I was going there. I haven't got to the ride yet, but I'll probably go there sometime. And when I do, yeah, that'll be my priority ride to go on my next trip. So, but I did win the Tron Light Cycle Coaster. That was fun. I do enjoy that one. That's one of my new favorite rides. So, I like talking about Disney World. So, yeah. So there you go. We did. We reviewed the entire Skywalker saga on DPR. And I really enjoy every minute of it. So, now we got those done. We still got 2 more films to review, which I will do those next. And then after that, we're gonna postpone Star Wars, move on to Pixar, finish that one up, and then we'll do Walt Disney Animation Studios. Once those films are all done, then we're gonna do expand there and stuff like that. So, right? All right, cool. So, what do you think of this film? Do you think this film is a great conclusion of the thing? Does it have a great imagination, or do you feel like it's short of perfection and does it feel like a knockoff for Return of Jedi and stuff like that? So yeah, tell me about it in the comments below. Also, like this video, give it a thumbs up, press the notification button for that so you can know live videos like this, and also subscribe. So, all right, everyone, may the force be with you. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna review 2 more Star Wars movies, and then we'll move on to the next project. So, hope you enjoy. Thanks so much, and I will see you on the next review. Take care.